now I want to shift gears. We have been working on the inside. We dealt with your why, your mindset, your emotions, the spiritual dimensions of money. All of that is foundational and necessary. But now we step outside. Now we look at the system you are living in. Because here is something many people do not want to hear. It does not matter how disciplined you are, how hardworking you are, how spiritually grounded you are. If you do not understand the economic system you are operating in, you will keep working hard inside a game you do not understand. And that game will keep winning. So today we are talking about capitalism. The game is already being played on you. Here's the first thing I want you to accept. Capitalism is already at work in your life. Right now, whether you have studied it or not. Whether you understand it or not. Capitalism is running. The only question is whether it is running for you or on you. Nigeria is a capitalist state. The government's job in a capitalist system is to build a structure that makes wealth creation possible. But the actual work of building wealth, that falls on you, the citizen. The government opens the door. Whether you walk through it is your responsibility. And capitalism operates on one central idea, taking advantage. Not in a negative, exploitative sense, though that happens too. But fundamentally, capitalism is about who has the most advantage. And the secret is, you can either wait for an advantage to come to you, or you can create one. What is capitalism? Let me give you a simple working definition. Capitalism is a system where individuals own, invest, produce, and compete with the goal of making profit and generating wealth. Now break that apart. Individuals own, not the government, not a collective. You as an individual have the right to own something. And ownership is where real capitalism begins, because the person who owns controls. And the person who controls determines the direction of income flow. Think about it. In your workplace, who owns the business? That person controls how much you earn, when you earn, whether you stay or go. The owner sets the terms. You just operate within them. So the real question capitalism is always asking you is, are you an owner or are you an operated? The key factors. Let me walk you through the key elements of this game quickly. Value. This is where everything starts. Capitalism has no mercy for someone who brings nothing to the table. If you have no perceivable value, you will remain beneath. Value can be a skill, an idea, a system, capital, or an organization. But you must have something that others want and are willing to pay for. Assets. Value is great, but assets are where real capitalism lives. Assets are what you own that generate income. Here's a line I want you to remember. Value is produced, but assets produce. The wise person does not just create value. They own what creates it. Your goal in the wealth game is not just to be valuable. It is to own the systems that generate value. Investing. This is the actual gameplay. Owning assets is like owning a game console. Investing is turning it on and playing. Investing means taking the income your assets and value generate and recycling it to create more. This is where real financial growth happens. Income flow. Not all income comes the same way. Some income is steady, regular, and smaller. Some income comes once but in large amounts as capital gains. The wise investor learns to determine what kind of income flow a venture produces before entering it, and matches that to their financial needs. Capitalization. This is the spirit of capitalism. The ability to see an opportunity and dominate it. Not just service it, dominate it. When an opportunity opens, the capitalist does not just participate. He studies how to take the largest share of that opportunity. And this is a learnable skill. Understanding value. Let me spend a moment here on value, because this is the foundation of the entire wealth game. Value is anything another person needs, wants, or desires enough to exchange something for. That is all it is. The market does not care about your passion. The market cares about your usefulness. I love that quote. Make what you love your passion, but make what others need your market. And here is something powerful. You do not always create value from scratch. Sometimes you present existing value in a new and better way. Sometimes you take the same solution someone else has in package. It's so much better that people perceive your version as more valuable. Value perception matters. Two people can offer the same product at different prices, and the one who has built stronger perception will win. This is why branding, packaging, and presentation are not superficial. They are strategic.